Okay, hi everyone. This time the workflow I want to share is a bit special because this time I set it up on localhost right on my local machine and built a NAS there. Then I set up a workflow on top of that. The reason is, if it involves sensitive data, you can't put it online. For example, if your company has some very sensitive information. So everything can only be accomplished locally. Now, this particular setup utilizes all local configurations. First, I use Docker Desktop in order to install the NAS, and a Llama as well. There's more, so everything is self-hosted locally, and you can see it here. This setup is on localhost 5678, so the whole environment is local. Now, let me talk a bit about my project. This is also a RAG, just like the wrap in the previous video. Both are retrieval augmented generation. First, there's the data injection part, where there's a form you can submit. You upload the file, and then I use a vector store to input some relevant data. Here, there is a data loader, and then I set up a text splitter, which helps break the text into smaller, manageable pieces. For the embedding model, I am using the NOMAC embedding model. After the embedding process, you'll see it appear over there. Right now, there's nothing, but when I demonstrate in a bit, you'll see one show up. After embedding the data, it'll be over here. Then you can chat with the agent. There'll be a chat box here, so you can interact with the agent. The agent will retrieve the data we just uploaded from the project's vector store. I'll use that. The model I'm using here is Llama 3.2. Actually, I've tried downloading other models before, but I found that the smaller models can't use tools. In this workflow, we need to use a tool from the Quadrate store. But those models are really slow. It takes like 5 or 6 minutes just to get one answer. I guess it's probably because my computer is too slow. So running this workflow locally and using these models comes with a lot of difficulties. Also, setting up this local environment is quite a hassle too. Yeah, it's actually pretty simple, but I still ran into a lot of problems, which I can share more about in a bit. So now, let me walk you through it first. Actually, I've tried out a lot of different tools and models, like GPTOs, Quant, DeepSea, and then there's Llama down below. So I've basically tried them all. So after trying them all, none of them are really that great, huh? For now, I'm just using the Llama one, the default one it comes with. Alright, so let me go over this, submit form. So I'll just create a form here. So for this one, you just insert the document. And this one, it's the attention is all you need paper. In PDF form, just put it in like that. Click submit, and once you submit, it goes in. The document has been inserted, and you'll see it really quickly. If I refresh here, originally there was nothing. Refresh once, and you'll see it. Hey, there are 80 more points now. That's from the document we just uploaded. So after it's in, I can chat with it, and I can ask questions related to that document. Like, for example, I can ask it, what is a transform? So it says it's processing here, and then it goes to the virtual store in Quad to get the answers, and then it replies. It also answers about the type of new network architecture, all based on what we just discussed. The answer is based on the content of the document, so this part is successful. That means everything here is kept local and never goes out to the internet. It's all inside. But actually, most applications need to access the internet to get information, like searching for things online. So I've also set up some configurations to connect this local NAN to another one. Yeah. This Cloudflare tunnel, well, once you set up a tunnel, it opens up a path, so it can go out now. I actually spent half a day working on this. It wasn't easy to set up, ran into a lot of problems. But now, finally, it's connected successfully. You can see here, this is the same one as before, the one I just showed you. But now you can see at the top, it's one with a domain. It's called a URL, so once it's connected, it can be accessed from outside, and you can search for Perplexity. For example, if I go back to localhost and ask it again, yeah, let's say, just as an example, search the internet. Straight up. Without being news about Germany today. So just directly ask it to find capacity, and for capacity, it needs to go out and search. Use the internet to see if it can find the top 3 news stories today about the Gemini 3, which was just released yesterday. It found them. Gemini Lodge, Google Search, and the app. That's right. Germany deep and agent moves along. So it's already found and is successfully connected. All right, that's it for today's sharing. If you have any comments or anything you'd like to add, feel free to leave a message below. Thank you.